it's important to look at healthy people before they develop disease, before they develop chronic disease. And one really important aspect of this study is that we're recruiting exactly what we'd expect against census data for each age group up to the age of 70. And that means we're capturing 18 to 29-year-olds better than any major epidemiological study has ever done.
Politics very much in the news today. We'll start with the Toronto Star. Ontario is looking at a staggering price tag of up to $40 billion to upgrade the province's aging electricity system, Energy Minister Dwight Duncan said yesterday. Quote, "It could well be one of the largest peacetime investments in the history of this country," he said. At a news conference, Duncan strongly hinted that the near-bankrupt Ontario power generation could be broken up, which critics say paves the way for a sell-off to the private sector. Okay, and over here in the Globe and Mail, they've jumped ahead a bit with a report that hasn't actually come out, but which pushes nukes as the solution.
Toronto police believe Phillips was killed yesterday sometime between 12:30 and 2:30 in the morning. They also say Agek walked out rather casually some 3 hours later, his movements caught by the building's security cameras.
After that incident, always I lock the door from inside. I put like a double locks and everything.
Somebody come and do something like that, that's very bad.
I find the murder itself disturbing.
And you cannot kill women and walk away. You can't do it. I mean, I don't understand how people can take somebody's life and then continue their life normally.
Phillips leaves behind a 3-year-old daughter who did not live with her. If you have any information that can help with the investigation, you're asked to call either Toronto Homicide or Crime Stoppers. Near Wellesley and Sherbourne, I'm Michael Serapio, City News.
Branko says he tried to drive away, but as he did, she kept bumping his car. Now, he came down Stephen at up to 100 kilometers an hour. Unfortunately, Stephen dead ends here, and beyond it is this 30-meter cliff. He managed to stop. The other driver went over.
When you line up here tomorrow morning to get a token, you're going to get a paper ticket instead, one the TTC says you can use right through to the end of January.
It's basketball, and I'm used to it, and you know, the you suck stuff like, I'm like, well, you know, I can handle that. You know, it's comforting now. It's like, it's not like anything that bothered me or is uncomfortable. I don't feel uncomfortable coming in here and play. You know, I feel at home.
If you're ready to go shopping now and fill up your cart, you can find out more about the products that we featured on our website, citynews.ca. Chris Reyes for City News. Oh, I gotta get some of these.
But after a 1-year hiatus, the race is back, this time relabeled the Honda Indy Toronto, and racing fans couldn't be any happier. Drive, they will stay closed until 12:01 a.m. At the Honda Indy, I'm Michael Serapio, City News.
One of the best things about the South Asian Festival is the food, and there's a great variety of it here. It's hard to make up my mind what I want to get first. If you make it down, I predict you're going to have a great time. I'm Duke Redbird for City News Tonight.
Suad Haji Mohammed is finally back on Canadian soil to the delight of her family and the glare of the media spotlight. It's been 3 months since the Canadian was left stranded in Kenya. Mohammed was finally able to prove her identity through DNA testing earlier this week and released. Now her lawyer in Kenya says she plans to sue the Canadian and Kenyan governments, as well as Dutch airline KLM.
And this government, they failed this woman. Stephen Harper failed.
Earlier this week, Prime Minister Stephen Harper said he's looking into how Canadian officials handled Mohammed's case. From Pearson International Airport, Tara Weber, City News.
Well, there's quite a bit of preparation goes into a royal visit.
There's a lot of preparation for this grand occasion. Tomorrow morning, Prince Charles and Camilla will kick things off here. Their visit to the Royal Winter Fair is anything but ordinary.
Well, the protocols are really quite extraordinary. They have a thick manual of everything that we're supposed to be doing, the route that they're following minute by minute.
These farm animals won't only be an attraction for the kids. Prince Charles also has a liking for sheep and goats.
We do 3 milking demonstrations here every day for the public to come in the ring behind us to come and see the goats being milked.
The Royal draws more than 300,000 visitors to Toronto every year to check out everything from breeders and growers to animals like this goat right here. And I'm a city girl, but I'm actually going to attempt to milk her right now. Here we go. I'm doing it, sort of.
The fair brings country life to the city. You can catch a glimpse of giant gourds.
This giant pumpkin weighs over 1,200 pounds.
The world's top equestrian horses and riders and thousands of livestock animals, all under one roof.
Now you get her ready by doing a lot of grooming to her hair.
Interesting. You're trying to accentuate her behind.
Yeah, well, right. You want a nice big, you know, a rump is a real good cut of meat, right?
The Royal Winter Fair officially opens tomorrow and runs through Sunday, November 15th. At the Direct Energy Center, I'm Andrea Puno, City News.
Terrified, they clung to the rooftop and clambered out of windows trying to escape this.
At least 4 rescues. One was on the roof, another couple from the 2nd floor. Somebody had jumped earlier and went to the sidewalk.
The mammoth fire started above this craft store, quickly spreading to nearby units at Spadina near College. Everyone made it out just minutes before the roof caved in.
It started on the 2nd floor and traveled to the 3rd floor.
More than 120 firefighters tried to battle the flames. One person was treated for smoke inhalation. Luckily, no one was seriously injured.
Well, Farah, check this out. It is only November. There's only an hour left before the Eaton Center shuts down, and it is packed. People here taking advantage of very deep discounted prices that you would normally only see at Boxing Day as retailers try to avoid a stagnant holiday shopping season.
It's wonderful. I'm doing a lot of shopping today, doing my Christmas shopping.
Definitely spending a lot more.
With 5 weeks to go before Christmas, shoppers were out in full force today, enticed by pre-holiday sales as retailers aim to make this season a merry one.
This year, we're letting people know that our discounts are as deep as what we would normally offer in Boxing Day.
And sales can be found at just about every store.
I paid only $40 for 6 things, whereas normally I would have paid $80. Right? So it makes a huge difference.
It was buy 2 and get one half off.
So you must be loving these prices.
Oh, yeah.
Analysts say more retailers will be vying for fewer shoppers in this economy.
I think people realize with the recession that now you're going to scale back and you're only going to buy what you need.
And price will be the leading factor to lure customers this holiday season.
We had a very strong day in the store yesterday, and we're looking for next few weeks to be very strong as well.
Now, if you weren't one of the thousands of people out today shopping, don't worry, the discounted prices will be here for a while. But remember, there's only 5 weeks left before Christmas. At the Eaton Center, I'm Michael Serapio. Now back to the newsroom.
Where's Aurelia? It's like 3.5 hours away from Toronto.
Do you think this has helped things to have it here?
More people, I think, will be here, obviously, so, because it's a better place.
It's where fans have flocked to all day long, listening to acts like Sloan, the Pixies, and Franz Ferdinand. And the bands aren't minding the venue at all either.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool place. When you see the audience, like a full stadium, like going nuts at the end of a set, you think, I don't know, people obviously are just out for a good night out and to enjoy music, really.
What's the best part about the song?
Absolutely Ben Harper, 100%.
Headliners 9 Inch Nails will play here tomorrow, as will the Pet Shop Boys and Our Lady Peace. Tara Weber at the Molson Amphitheater, City News.
It's a lot of shoveling, a lot of snow. I've never woken up to so much snow.
It's been non-stop work.
Oh, I bet you 4 feet of it anyways.
4 feet of snow you've shoveled?
I would think so, yeah.
That's an amazing amount.
Oh, yeah.
Clearing streets after a massive snowfall that trapped residents at home and isolated Huntsville from its southern neighbors.
To get that much snow, 65 centimeters over 2 or 3 days is no big deal for us. But to get it in the best part of 5 hours, that's unheard of.
This snowbank is so high, in some parts it actually reaches my shoulder. It is literally a wall of snow, and what's amazing is none of this was here on Thursday. It all came down on Friday in little more than 5 hours.
This machine hasn't shut down all night. They've been going since 4 yesterday in the afternoon.
Roads have been a priority. Highway 11 now reopened, re-establishing major arteries in and around Huntsville to move people and supplies. including gas, which at some stations is running low.
I'll go
Now
back
you have to
out
buy
now.
gold gas.
Exactly, right? So no regular left, apparently.
Road crews were busy today removing more snow from Highway 11, but with more precipitation expected in the next couple of days, the OPP is advising drivers to take it slowly and to be prepared for the unexpected. In Huntsville, I'm Michael Serapio, City News.
CHFI's Aaron Davis presented the Hope Award to Mark at the annual Celebration of Hope Breast Cancer Luncheon. Media personalities were honored for sharing their personal stories of cancer. Mark is a prostate cancer survivor.
I've been trying to get the message out since my own prostate cancer fight started 5 years ago, and obviously some people are listening to the message that men should look after not only their prostate health, but their health in general.
There was music and fanfare to help a very good cause. The annual event has raised more than $2 million in the fight against breast cancer.
It was really, really packed. You know, I had to say, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me.
'Tis the season for crowded parking lots,
610 is your change.
long lines, and a lot of running.
It's not smart to be shopping in this crazy mall like this.
As last-minute shoppers try to fill those Christmas lists.
When did you start hitting the stores?
About 10 o'clock this morning.
And you did pretty well for yourself.
Absolutely, yeah, we've done bad. No, we ain't done bad. We spent loads of money.
This is the last shopping weekend before Christmas, and many malls across the GTA have extended their hours. Here at the Eaton Center, they'll be open tomorrow, Saturday, from 9:30 in the morning to 9:30 at night.
It's a hive of activity. I didn't believe, people said there was a recession in Canada. I don't think so.
From the west to the east.
It's all Christmas shopping.
And all the way to the downtown core.
It's unbelievable. I didn't think it would be this crazy.
Malls were packed to the rafters today, filled with last-minute shoppers counting down to Christmas.
It's pretty hectic today, but you know, this is the last weekend for Christmas, so it's to be expected.
Now, this is the last Saturday before Christmas, and it also makes it the busiest shopping day of the year. No matter how early you started or which mall you went to, crowds couldn't be avoided. Are you tired of shopping yet?
Yeah.
The day after U.S. Thanksgiving is often cited as the biggest day of the retail season. And while stores have been slashing prices for weeks, the International Council of Shopping Centers says the vast majority of people won't drop their cash until today.
It looks like you hit the mother load here.
Got the mother load. We're having fun.
I could live here. I could sleep here all day. I'm going to shop until I drop.
Even though it's so busy today?
Even though that's not going to stop me. No. Too many good sales.
If shopping trends for the past decade hold true this year, then retailers will pocket most of their cash today. Just don't expect the number of last-minute shoppers to drop anytime soon.
People are obviously more stressed because they have to get all their Christmas shopping done, and it's going to be crazy. Yeah.
As we get closer to Christmas.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
All the way from Circle research, 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 circles of research, circle research. We busted out from underneath. 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 Busted out from underneath.
I finally convinced them. After 10 times I went over to talk to them, to the editor, and he finally was convinced, and they did the story, and they came over to my house and they took the pictures of the sculpture.